Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Reverend Tim Higgins here on a Tuesday morning. Thanks for your time. Appreciate you this morning. So here at St. George's, we've been very, very fortunate. God has blessed us with a bunch of new folk that have joined us and some others who have made their way back to us. We are grateful. And as we find out with many newbies, as it were, as I'll refer to these folks, is that they're on fire. They're very excited about their faith. They're very excited to share their faith, and they're excited to get involved here as well. So many of these folks, once they made their way to us, they began to get involved, began to feel the love, as it were, of St. George's, and they begin to get actively involved through the St. Mary's Guild, through our Wednesday outreach with the unhoused, etc. Then it came time for them to consider the Episcopal Church as their denomination of choice, as it were. And many of these folks went through our class, Episcopal 101, and then experienced confirmation here at St. George's last spring. And they had an amazing time with Bishop Thomas, who's a kind, sweet, pastoral man, spent time with him and had an opportunity then to move forward with embracing the Episcopal Church as their denomination of choice and embracing St. George's, really on fire for the Lord. So they stepped up some of their involvement. Some are now on our retreat committee. Others have come on board with vestry. Other folks have begun to chair the discernment team for Robert Oschlager, who's considering the diaconate. Others have gotten involved as chair of our Wednesday outreach, being the liaison between It Takes a Village, that ongoing, as it were, nonprofit that we work with. So folks have stepped up their engagement. They've stepped up their excitement and enthusiasm for the Episcopal Church and St. George's. They've gotten very, very involved. We are grateful. Friends, as I pause and think about my own transition to the Episcopal Church, I believe truly that the Episcopal Church is the place to be. It is the most welcoming, friendly denomination I've ever seen. It's also a place where we embrace the role of women. Women have the opportunity to rise up as little girls onto priesthood, diaconate, onto being a bishop, etc. We embrace the role of women at every level of leadership, which is how it ought to be. We also embrace marriage equality. We embrace the fact that people can love who they want to love. People can embrace and be involved with who they wish to be, and it's their choice, and we will love them anyway. Marriage equality, the role of the gay community here in town and beyond as an Episcopal Church. And we're also very, very quick to have decisions made by the congregation, as it were. Decisions come to us from the bottom up. I don't stand up above and say, next week we're going to do this, this, and this. No, just the opposite. We have an opportunity to come together to talk about things, to raise up issues, raise up conversations, and continue to embrace folks along the way. Those are some of the reasons what are so exciting about the Episcopal Church, and what some of our ongoing folks continue to have that zeal, that fervor for the Episcopal Church as well. Well, our readings this past week, the familiar story of the leper. And Jesus is out on his road to Samaria to Galilee. And on the way, he sees a bunch of lepers up in a cave. And while there, excuse me for a moment, while there, he invites them to come down. He heals them of their leprosy. 9 of them run back to town to tell everybody, which is wonderful, which is how it ought to be. But one, who's the foreigner, the convert, goes back, prostrates himself before Jesus and says, "Thank you. I praise you. I so appreciate what you've just done for me." That foreigner, that convert. So in the church, friends, we acknowledge the fact that we need our veteran members. They've been around in the church forever. We need their ongoing commitment to who we are here and what we are about in the church. Without you, we do not stand strong. And we also embrace the energy and the care, the concern, the fervor, the zeal of all our new folks who come to us ready to go to work, ready to be involved, ready to embrace all the Episcopal Church has to offer, all that we have to offer here at St. George's, and how they will be involved. It's a beautiful thing. We need all. Wishing for you a great week. Maybe we'll see you in church this weekend as we celebrate our parish retreat over at St. Anthony's on Friday and Saturday. See you Sunday morning. May God bless you. Thank you. Bye now.